name is Leo Mile, and I'm Mosotho wa Lesotho, currently based in South Africa. I'm a musician, singer-songwriter, composer, occasional producer.
Lionel Murcott. I'm a painter, an artist.
Hey, my name is Monica Dharma Saputo. I make recipes for food. And I thought that was interesting.
My name is Tommy. I'm a Chinese Indonesian, so I think that's quite special as well.
We both are from Indonesia and we both have Chinese blood, so that's why we look like.
My name is Spliff McZall and
I'm Ross.
What does freedom mean to me? I think freedom means fearlessness. I think that's ultimate freedom. Being in a safe environment, whether it's in the physical realm or spiritual realm, that's freedom. When you're not scared of anything, or when you feel safe to be you, to be where you are. Yeah.
I think for me, the key, the core of it is the freedom to paint, to take a line for a walk. It's not something I do for money. It's not something I do for fame. It is maybe partly a meditation, partly an expression, partly a construction.
I don't know, freedom is a state of mind. So in my mind, I'm quite free.
Freedom is important, I think, because it creates who you are.
Do I feel free? No, I don't. I don't feel free in a lot of ways. And these guys are walking behind me and I'm kind of slowing down my pace because I want them to go past me so that I feel safe. But they keep walking behind me, and that in itself says a lot about freedom here. If you cannot just walk on the sidewalk and feel safe, that says a lot.
yeah, I'm very free.
I don't know about the world and politics and everything, but in terms of me and how I live my life and how I want to live my life and the goals I have for myself, I feel free.
I think I'm absolutely free when I'm standing in front of my easel.
I basically believe there's no wrong and there's no right in life. So basically whatever you want to happen will happen just because you believe it can and because you want it to happen. So I feel free, I feel pretty free. I feel free to dress like a sailor girl. I feel free enough to sit on the roof of my car. I feel free enough to sell clothes in the middle of the streets.
I can feel free, but then, all these stories about Joburg personally, honestly to say, that kept my mind in a kind of jail of a certain mindset that Joburg is really dangerous, you have to be careful not to walk around, don't do this, don't do that. Right now we feel very free.
Yeah.
I think we're free. Obviously with all the xenophobia and stuff going on now, it's going not really great with the xenophobia and that, but I think I'm free. I think a lot of people are free.
What does it mean to me? It means a lot of things, I guess. Looking at the fact that I can vote, I've got the option to vote. I can basically go wherever I want to go. I can do whatever I want to be.
A courage to break loose from the conventional and just do it.
Be able to live your life to the fullest, as much as you want it. Do whatever you want, be whatever you want. That's being free for me.
Say yes, there is a special kind of freedom in being with people who allow me to be who I am, and in turn allowing them to be themselves with me. I think that's a particular. It's a freedom in a social circle.
I think they're people that have mastered freedom within themselves, and so it's easy to function in a world where there is no freedom because within themselves they found freedom. But then I think for a lot of us it's something we're constantly working at and trying to achieve. Yeah. But we've got a long way to go. There's so many social issues, like we can just go at them one by one. And I think that's why right now it's kind of important to try and master freedom within first, because then it becomes easier to interact with the world.
I lived for not that many years, but a precious few years in a non-racial commune. when the change came, I celebrated so thoroughly. It was so great that when democracy had arrived and people could respect each other. I'm not sure that democracy has reached the point where we hoped it would, you know. I'm terribly disappointed in the president and in some other beings in parliament. But I think that's still better than what we had.
I think most people that are oppressed don't know better. I think a lot of people, we seek for validation outwards of ourselves, and we end up doing things that oppress other people, whether it's on purpose or unknowingly. We end up oppressing other people because of our own struggles. So I think if you try and raise a well-balanced individual who loves themselves and seeks validation from no one else outside of themselves, it's easier for them to give love and not try and oppress or hurt in any way.
I don't really think a lot about what other people should be or would be doing, because that's their own personal opinion or options that they allow themselves to be governed by social norms. But I think as a human species, we are the way that we've evolved. We should have the right to choose whatever lifestyle we want to partake in.
You will not oppress me any longer.
It's all in the mind. It's all in the mind. You need to break the chains inside your mind, and mental emancipation. That's what Bob Marley said. So free your mind, then you'll be free.